Hello and welcome back to England for today's matchup between the Mexico City Guerreros and the London Bulldogs here on the Coliseum Sports Network. Week 4 action, first week of inter-conference games, and we have the two international teams facing off, hoping to get ahead here in the CBL standings. These inter-conference games could go a long way because if any of these teams meet up in the finals, that one matchup in the inter-conference rounds will make a difference of who has home court advantage in that best-of-5 series at the end of the season. London still winless, looking to get their first win of the season. Mexico City looking to pull ahead to a 3-1 record. If they win, they get sole possession of first place in the West for the time being, until we see what happens with Seattle at the end of the week. Joel Freeland, Gustavo Ayon. London wins the tip, and we are underway from the O2 Arena. Glad that you could join us here on the Coliseum Sports Network. We start things off, and London, not shy at all, gets the ball to Nikola Mirotic, who goes up and draws the foul on Luis Scola. Mirotic at the line. He's really done some work here in the early going in the CBL. While his team has struggled, he has not. And the shot goes in, at least in terms of point production. He's averaged 17 points a game, 6.7 rebounds. He had 24 and 10 in week 2, and that was a losing effort. His shooting percentage from the field hasn't been the best, however. So he's gotten these points and this production, but at the cost of efficiency. He makes the second free throw, so he has 2 points off the bat. 2 of 2 from the line. That'll give the Bulldogs an early lead. Marcus Smart puts up his first shot and misses. Kelenna Azubuike, who was a healthy scratch last week, gets the start at shooting guard today, his second start of the season. He'll get the assist to Mirotic, who knocks down the 3. 5-0 lead. Rubio tries to answer back with a 3 of his own. Ayon goes up, gets the shot and the foul, and Mexico City is on the board. And that shot rolls out, rebound by Mirotic. Ball up top. Bledsoe back down low. Mirotic kicks it back out to Bledsoe. Bledsoe going to work his way inside, hands it off. Freeland. And there's the assist, and London out to a 7-2 lead. London, the second lowest scoring team in the league, 91 points a game. Giving up the most in the league at 107.7 per. But that week 1 loss is really the reason that average is particularly high. Shot no good. Rebound by Freeland. London looking to get out to a big lead early here. Stuffed by Rubio. Came up with a block earlier in the season. And the shooting guard does it again. 10 minutes and change left here in the first. Here's Marcus Smart. Out pops Rubio, works it over Smart for 3. Sinks it. Two-point game. Mexico City not far behind, even though London got out to the quick start. Azubuike going for 2. Rattles in and out. Scola gets Deng to fall for the fake, doesn't take advantage. Smart for 3. Missing, and the rebound by Freeland. Layup bounces in. Luol Deng. Free-flowing game early on. Here's Scola on the low block. Goes to work. Over Mirotic, up and in. .840 left in the first quarter. Down low, Deng. Goes up, and Garcia called for the foul. Luol Deng at the line. He's slowly been getting into the groove here for the Bulldogs. He was scoreless in week 1. 7 in week 2, but finally arrived last week. Scoring 20 and pulling down 10 boards. Bulldogs and the Bulldogs fans will be looking to him to pick up that double-double type of production yet again this week. And the second one goes down. London up by 4, 8:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Smart bringing it up for Mexico City. Garcia in the corner. Works it around to Rubio. Rubio open lane, but he'll pass out to Smart for 3. No good. Rebound by Luol. So a rough start here early on. Smart has taken to the perimeter and has not been particularly successful so far. 1 of 4 from the outside. Here's Freeland down low against Rubio, and the mismatch still works in favor of Rubio. And a 3 goes up and in. There's Francisco Garcia. Garcia has been very helpful on both ends of the floor, but he is definitely more well known for his shooting. Here's Bledsoe inside. Oh, the layup and in. And 1 off the foul by Smart. Bledsoe attacking the basket. And he goes down hard, but comes up with 2. (13 to 10). 7:30 left in the first. Underneath to Scola. Goes up. He'll draw foul on his side. And that will be on Freeland, his first. First shot falls. And can't knock down the second one. Coming into this game, Scola is shooting 61.5% from the field. So it's to be expected that Scola doesn't always knock him down when he gets 2 from the line. He's still able to pick up the steal. Here's the Guerreros on the run. Smart ahead to Ayon and some shoving there. The refs see it and they'll call the foul on Mirotic, his second. Chandler Parsons back on the bench after unorthodoxly starting at shooting guard last week. Garcia missing. Ayon offensive board goes up. Still can't convert. Rebound by Freeland. Bledsoe up top. Stuart Gibbs, the London head coach, said he thinks he's found the lineup he wants to run with for the remainder of the season. That includes Azubuike starting at the 2. And Parsons once again coming off the bench for a little while there. Gibbs Was unsure where Parsons was going to fit into the scheme of things. But Gibbs said he was going to find a way. And now, coming into this week, he feels that he has. It's just a matter of this team turning the corner and getting that first win. Rubio goes up and still knocks down the contested layup. Halfway through the first quarter here. Azubuike up top. Smart tries to go for the steal. Gives it over to Bledsoe. Azubuike was about to drive the lane. Smart was about to attempt the steal. And that'll be the second foul on Smart. So we already have some foul trouble going on. As we'll have a timeout here on London. London will call the timeout. We'll stick around here. But it looks like we already have some foul trouble. A couple of players with 2 fouls already. Marcus Smart, one of them. Nikola Mirotic, another one. So we'll see how fouls play into this game, as we are barely halfway through the first quarter with a couple of infractions already. Bernard James into the game for London. He'll go up and lay it in. And there's his first point of the game. Bernard James has been very serviceable off of the bench here for London. Stuart Gibbs has had a lot of trust in both Joel Freeland and Bernard James. But however, as Perry Jones goes up, gets the offensive board, and able to put it back in, as you see, London still struggles on the boards. They have the fewest rebounds per game in the league. So even though Gibbs is happy with the lineup he has, you got to wonder if he's going to try to get more rebounding moving forward. James finishing strong at the rim off the assist from Deng. So London still hanging on to a 2-point lead. They were up by as much as 5. Mexico City got back into the swing of things, but Bulldogs still having a little control right now. Here's Brandon Davies. Fader is no good. Rebound by Deng, who's already been collecting quite a few boards here in the early going. Deng for 3. Can't finish, but there's Parsons for the second chance. Azubuike on the outside. Gets it to Bledsoe. Hands it off James. Back to Azubuike inside. Can't finish the layup. Loose ball into the hands of London. And a fresh 24. And it just seems like no one wants to shoot, because London has had a number of opportunities here, but they have been hesitant. Bledsoe finally finishes things off and gives London the 4-point lead. Parsons had a chance. Azubuike had a couple of chances. Bernard James was contested, or he was guarded pretty tightly when he had the ball. For the most part, some opportunities missed, and luckily Bledsoe was able to finish off on that end, but then Garcia able to knock down the long jumper on the other end. And that'll bring Mexico City back within 2. Ball underneath. Bernard James doing work. Bulldogs +6 in the paint. And that'll be enough for Lawrence Booth to want to call timeout. 3:04 left in the first quarter. London up by 4. Bad pass by Davies, stolen by Exum. Pass ahead to Adetokounmpo. comes in the game for the first time. Passes out. Exum, not shy to shoot it. Antetokounmpo puts it back up and in. Lead extends to 6 here for London. London looking for their first win of the season. Yesterday we saw Lehigh Valley get their first loss of the season to Las Vegas. Long shot by Darius Miller is no good. There for the rebound, Shannon Brown, who goes up and draws the foul. That'll be the first on Antetokounmpo. Shannon Brown, 2006 draftee out of Michigan State, a journeyman in his NBA career, missed out on most of the 2014-15 season. Only played 5 games early on there for Miami before being let go. Makes the first shot. Shannon Brown, his services called upon after week 1, overtime loss for Mexico City. Lawrence Booth deciding to overhaul the bench. Dropped 4 players, picked up 4 more. Shannon Brown was one of them. Perry Jones, Jeremy Lamb, and Kwame Brown, the other 3. 23-19. 2:22 left in the first. Dennis Schroeder in the game. Tried to kick it back out to Giannis, and the ball stolen. Here comes Calderon for Mexico City. He was going to try to take it to the rack. He stopped, but here's Perry. And a kickball violation. Who's that on? That's on London, so that was on Parsons. Fell between both Perry and Chandler, so I wasn't sure who it was on. Waiting for the official word. Mexico City retaining possession. Here's Calderon with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Gets it to Shannon Brown, who had 18 in his first game in week 2. Only had 7 last week. Here's Exum up top. Ball underneath, and the shot goes up and in. So James has the opportunity for one more, and we show you the points in the paint graph again. First time we showed it to you in this game, +6 for London, +10 now as the second unit comes in for both teams. 1:35 left here in the first quarter. It's a 7-point game here for the Bulldogs. Stolen by Schroeder. Here comes London. Mexico City has the numbers, and Schroeder, will he force the issue? He will, and he'll draw the foul for his troubles. So Dennis Schroeder, he saw he was down in the paint, trying to figure out what to do. He decided, why not go up for it? What's the worst that can happen? And he draws the foul. Had a season-high 9 points last week. Makes his first free throw. Schroeder essentially moving into the backup point guard spot, as Gibbs will probably start using Dante Exum as the backup shooting guard behind Azubuike. Bulldogs doing very well from the line so far. Here's Jeremy Lamb into the game for the first time. Misses the 3. Under a minute here as we close out the first quarter. Ball up top. Exum straight away 3. No good. Rebound James. And he'll draw the foul. There were 3 Guerreros down there with Bernard James. And yet he was the one to come out victorious. And that's amazing. Because as I said before, London last in the league in total rebounding. And yet there was James beating the odds, at least in that possession. And this free throw could give London a 10-point lead. Can't do it that time. James 4 points and 4 rebounds last week. 6.3 per game off the boards there for James. Can't convert either of those free throws. So here's a chance for Mexico City to close the lead, and Calderon loses it on the way up. Closing seconds here, and London can go up by double digits after one. Parsons in the corner, concedes it back to Schroeder. Works around, here's Exum driving inside, got past Calderon, gets over Miller, and can't knock it down. Jones with the rebound, pushes it ahead. Shannon Brown, he'll go for the floater, up and in. So instead of London going up by double digits, Mexico City closes the gap. They're down by 7. Under 20 seconds now in the first quarter. Exum tried to get past Lamb, can't do it. Here's Parsons going inside, goes up, off the backboard, no good. And that's how we will close out the first quarter. London taking control early and hanging on to it as they're up by 7 heading into the second. London held control for much of the first quarter, but will Mexico City take advantage here in the second? We'll find out as the Guerreros start off with possession. Down 28-21. Both teams, most of their bench members out on the floor. Mirotic actually starting off the quarter for London. Lamb knocks down the tray, and that's how we'll get the second quarter going as Mexico City's within 4. Mirotic up top, knocks down the long 2. So he'll keep the party going here for the Bulldogs for now. Here's Brown. He'll put up the shot, and he'll knock down the 2. So Mexico City and London trading baskets early. Second field goal made by Shannon Brown. Now here's Exum responding, no good. Board pulled down by the very tall Perry Jones. A 6'11" small forward. Of course, he does play the 4 quite often. He'll probably be playing the 4 here in Mexico City a lot. Missed by Mexico City. Here's London with the opportunity to extend the lead. Schroeder, long 2, no good. And into the hands of Bernard James. Giannis on the perimeter, finds Mirotic. He'll shoot it on the elbow. Nobody was there to defend him. So why not take the shot? Mirotic already with 9 quick points. And it hasn't been off of chucking the 3 either. He is spread around his shot selection. Lamb missing the long 2. And James there for the rebound. His 3rd. Schroeder kicks it out. Mirotic for 3. 12 points for Nikola Mirotic. And he has yet to miss so far today. So this is shaping up to be a good one here for Mirotic, even if he regresses to the mean. Brown trying to go baseline. Kicks it back out. Calderon, that's a long 2. And it's good. 7-point game. London hasn't extended their lead to double digits just yet. A 3 would do just that. Now pops Mirotic. Kicks it back out. Here's Mirotic again. Can't find it. It's Lamb down low for the rebound. He's pushing ahead up the court. Stops baseline. And he'll go for it here. Unafraid to put up the shots, and they fall in sometimes and a lot of times they don't. Here's Exum in the corner himself, and that will be a long 2. So back up to 9 for London. Mexico City going to need some answers on offense. They're 2 microwaves off the bench, or supposed microwaves off the bench. Jeremy Lamb and Shannon Brown trying to get into the flow of things. Lamb able to get his second field goal of the game there. 40% from the field is Lamb. Exum on Antetokounmpo. Back up top. Exum straight away. 3. No good. James with the rebound. That's his 4th. He'll go up and miss, and Calderon will come down with it. In comes Darius Miller, missing off the backboard. Exum pulls up. Mid-ranger, no good. He'll get his own board, and he will lay it up and in for the shot and the and one opportunity. The free throw would put London up by 10. Jose Calderon called for the infraction. Just great tenacity by the one-year man from Australia. And London, their first 10-point lead of the game. Lawrence Booth not happy with that. His team in Europe down by 10 with 7:30 left in the second. Coming into this game, Mexico City with the second best scoring defense in the league. And the best scoring defense in the league for a team with a positive point differential. Fewest points allowed per game coming into this game is Alaska, who allows 1 point fewer. Problem is that Alaska is the only team in the league that scores under 80 points. Only team in the league scores under 90. But all the same, Mexico City's down by 10, and they've allowed 40 through 19 minutes of play. Going to look to clamp down and get their own offense going, as most of the starters are still on the bench. Ball lost, turnover collected by Calderon. Gets it to Brown, baseline jumper, no good. Calderon underneath, getting the offensive board, and he gets the shot and the foul. Luol Deng called for his first. So unbelievable. The veteran point guard from Spain getting down and dirty in the trenches and able to carve out his own basket. And has the opportunity for one more. And he'll knock it down. Pretty true from the line is Calderon. Actually, coming into this game, hadn't gone to the line at all. But if you look at his NBA stats, he's pretty good from the line, and he shows it there. He's able to get the and one. Schroeder finds Mirotic, not afraid to put it up, and can't knock it down, but Deng down low, denied by Francisco Garcia. And the Bulldogs have to work back out to the perimeter. Out pops Mirotic. Loses his dribble. What's he going to do here? Oh, he tried to get it to Schroeder. Looked like he was trying to pull off a fancy pass too, and that goes out of bounds. Here's Calderon up top, finds Brown. He'll put it up. Can't convert. Scola with the rebound, goes back up and draws the foul. And we got yet another and one opportunity. He's excited about that. And that'll bring Mexico City within 5. The free throw could bring them within 4. There were 4 Bulldogs down there defending Scola to go up there. So the ref could have taken their pick on anybody to draw the foul. But Scola was still able to convert even under such heavy duress. Under 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Game a little bit closer than it was coming into the quarter. As Scola is able to convert. So a 4-point game. We came into the quarter. It was a 7-point margin. As London's pretty much led for all of the game. I was thinking there was a moment where they had not, but I do think that London has maintained the lead throughout as Freeland knocks down the baseline jumper. We'll see if Joel Freeland can pick up where James left off on the rebounding edge. Calderon, no good on the jumper. Rebound by Giannis. Here's Freeland, lays it up and in. So 5 rebounds already. So he essentially set the tone on the boards here for London. Here's Brown, missing the jumper, and the rebound into the hands of Freeland. There's number 6. Well, the only 2 double-digit rebounding performances we've seen for London have come from Luol Deng and Mirotic. The reason that James and Freeland are on the squad is to, in fact, clean up the glass for the Bulldogs. And they've done what they could in the capacity that's given to them. But moving forward, if Gibbs is truly happy with the lineup that he has, they're going to need to do a little more. Here's Brown in the corner, and he'll knock down the extended 2. So it's a 6-point game. Shannon Brown has 8 early on. So he's trying to get going here. But his team is still down by 6 with 3:57 left in the second quarter. Next game up here on the Coliseum Sports Network is tomorrow. Alaska heading to the heartland of America to take on Kansas City. That'll be here on the Coliseum Sports Network. If you want to catch more CBL games, be sure to subscribe here to the Coliseum Sports Network. Here's Schroeder underneath, taking on Rubio. Can't convert the jumper inside. Shannon Brown operating with the ball. You see he has 8 points, but he struggled to get them. Rubio missing. Scola goes back up and lays it in. Half of London's points have come in the paint. So we'll see what the coin flip says. Schroeder open baseline lay-in, and that'll extend the lead back to 6. Ball to Scola, back outside. Brown, long shot, no good. And that pass intended for Deng goes out of bounds. So Mirotic has missed his last 2 shots after making his first 4, but still looking pretty good. We'll see if he'll find the fire, but now he's on defense. London up by 6. Smart. And he'll miss the shot from way outside at the shot clock buzzer. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Bledsoe trying to find his way inside. Kicks it over. Azubuike. Three-pointer is around and out. Garcia comes up with the board. Here's a mismatch. Garcia taking advantage. Knocks down the tray. Cuts the deficit in half. 4 of 11 from 3. The Guerreros have not been shy with the shot from the outside. Freeland getting the offensive board. And still can't convert. So here's Mexico City with a chance to tie or come within 1. Out pops Rubio. Time running out on the clock. He'll put up the 3 and can't tie the game. Under a minute now here in the half. London can get some momentum going to close out because the Guerreros are threatening, and that'll help. Bledsoe knocking down the jumper up, and London up 5. Here's Rubio, kicks it back out, smart for 3. Can't find it, but Scola comes up with the board. Rubio works around a Scola screen twice. Garcia in the corner, no good. They're smart with the offensive board. He can't finish. Number of opportunities squandered by the Guerreros. Here's Mirotic all alone. Defensive lapse, and they luck out, but Freeland gets the rebound and can't finish at the buzzer. Quite a half, but the Bulldogs have had control throughout the first half. We'll see if Mexico City can answer back in the second. The 2 international teams in the Coliseum Basketball League meet up here in London, with the home side ahead by 5. Mexico City really struggling from the field in terms of shooting. And London, for the most part, has been able to take advantage. We'll see if a locker room rest does any good for the visiting Guerreros. Shot missed, so not off to the best start, but the Guerreros have the rebounding advantage, both on this possession and in general, and Mirotic bails out the stagnant Guerreros offense with a foul, puts 14 back on the clock. Here's Rubio outside. Gets it to Garcia trying to drive in. Here's Scola underneath, and Mirotic will draw the foul. So Mirotic in foul trouble. He has 12 points coming into the half and 4 fouls. Scola misses and collected by Mirotic. Mirotic hanging on to the ball. He'll take it on his own. He'll go up, and he converts. But despite the pressure, Mirotic still able to convert and puts his team up by 5. Mexico City will call another timeout. 10:56 remaining in the third quarter. This is game 14 of 40 here in the 2015 CBL season. If you want to catch up on any of those other 13 games that you missed, and there's a lot of good ones, be sure to check out the Coliseum Basketball League 2015 playlist on the Coliseum Sports Network YouTube page. 5-point lead here for London. Mexico City trying to score coming out of the timeout. Ayon goes up and fails at that. And London comes up with the board. Azubuike ahead to Bledsoe. Kicks it back out. Mirotic all by himself. 17 for Mirotic. That'll put London back up by 8. Garcia gets it over to Ayon. Back up top. Here's Garcia again. Rebound by Mirotic. Had a slow second quarter. I think he only scored 2 points in that quarter. Azubuike for 3 in and out. 2 if he scored any, but Mirotic getting into it now. Though he has 4 fouls, and that'll be 5. The blocking foul. That's the 3rd team foul here in the quarter. So Mirotic going to have to take a seat, and Chandler Parsons will fill in for him with 9:55 left in the 3rd. And Rubio gets Bledsoe into the same situation on the baseline a second time. That's only Bledsoe's first. So can't bait him this time. 9:49 left in the 3rd now. So Mexico City down by 8. Going to try again here. Kicks it back up top. Smart. Top of the key jumper is good. Nine and a half left in the 3rd. Parsons outside to Azubuike, misses the long 2. So it hasn't been Kelenna's day. Smart in the corner. Can't convert. Down with it comes Freeland. So yeah, Azubuike getting his second start as shooting guard this season. Was a healthy scratch last week. But he'll get the start here. Gibbs said he's probably going to start Azubuike at the 2 guard moving forward. Because despite what you're seeing right now, Freeland missing underneath. It seems like the only time that there's any scoring out of the 2 guard position is when Kelenna's in the game. Though he is struggling today here in the spotlight. Here's Smart. Gets it down to Scola, who lays it up and in. It's a 4-point game with 8:14 left in the 3rd. Freeland on the block. Countrymen taking on Countrymen. And Ayon wins out. Joe Freeland from England. Gustavo Ayon from Mexico. Smart puts up the jumper, knocks it down. Mexico City back within 2. Mexico City trying to get their first lead of the game. Azubuike knocks down the jumper finally. I know he's been hurting for that. That'll keep Mexico City at bay for now. But on the attack, the Guerreros. As Scola goes in, throws down the slam. And that'll lead Stuart Gibbs to call timeout for London. 55-53 with 7:06 left in the 3rd. (55-53), London leading with 7 minutes, and now under that. Left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bledsoe from the elbow. Puts up the jumper, knocks it down. Mexico City running a set. Here's Smart. He'll put up the long three. No good. Rebound. Davies underneath. Goes up and can't knock it down, but he'll go to the line. Brandon Davies coming into this game. Great from the field, not so great from the line. He came in 2 of 5 from the charity stripe, but he came in also 4 of 4 from the field. And he's able to get both free throws with 6:30 left in the third quarter, 57-55 here from the O2 Arena. Bledsoe kicks it out, gets it back. Finally works it into Freeland, who will draw the foul, so that'll be on Scola. And that's Scola's second. And he can't hit the first free throw. Went 4-4 from the line in week 2. And that saw him collect his season high 10 points. His season high in rebounds was last week. He picked up 7. Didn't make a trip to the line there at all, but went 3 of 5 from the field. (58-55). Mexico City has been threatening for much of the third quarter, but hasn't been able to turn that corner just yet. Rubio up top to Smart. Underneath Davies. And he misses the shot. Azubuike double teamed. And that's Scola in on the foul, number 3. Mirotic will come back out on the floor. He has foul trouble himself, so he's going to have to be careful. Parsons works it over. Azubuike going to find his way in, kicks it back up top. Parsons for 3, sinks it, doubles the lead. Mexico City looking to answer back, down by 6 again. Rubio in the corner. There it is. That'll count as a 2. So a 4-point game, but Mexico City still having an answer for London. Mirotic shoots over Garcia, no good. Rubio with the board. Hands it off Davies. Works his way back outside. 7 on the shot clock. Shoots it from the free throw line, and that's where he's going to have to earn his points here as Azubuike draws the foul. Smart averaging 21 points a game and 4.3 assists. Broke out for 27 points and 6 assists in week 2. And there's the second free throw, so the gap is closed to 2. London up 61-59 with 4:14 left in the third. Azubuike missing. Parsons collects the rebound, puts it back up and in. Guerrero's working along the perimeter. Calls for defense. And the Bulldog defense is successful. How can they do on the other end? Underneath, Bledsoe goes up. Can't get the bunny. Defense chance once again from the O2 crowd. 3:10 remaining in the third quarter. Smart. He'll put it up. Low block jumper is good. 3 minutes left in the third. London trying to maintain their thin lead. They've had control for the entire game. Mirotic, the long jumper, is a three. 2:40 left in the third. 5-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Rubio double team, finds Scola. Gets Mirotic to draw on the fake, but doesn't take advantage. So here's Smart. Gets past some defenders. Passes out to Garcia for the long two. And that's a miss. Mexico City got too fancy there. And now here they are. And if they don't defend here, they'll fall down by more than the 5 they're already down by. Underneath, Parsons had to put that one up behind his back. And that's enough for Lawrence Booth to call timeout. 68-61, 1:58 left in the third. Darius Miller into the game, set to inbound. 68-61, 1:54 left in the third. Miller, Ayon goes up, lays it up, and can't convert. Rebound by Bernard James. So Bernard James having a heck of a game today. Underneath, James goes up, misses, gets his own board, and the reverse slam. And he's in double figures. 11.7 boards. Bernard James, the military veteran turned NBA player, turned CBL player. Puts London up by 9 late here in the third. Perry Jones underneath Ayon. Mirotic tried to cover, couldn't. And it's closed back down to 7. Exum goes up, tries to scoop it up, but he'll have to earn his points at the line. That's Rubio's first. And Exum knocks it down. That puts London up by 8. Mexico City's been on the road for these past couple of weeks. Here in London today, was in Alaska last week where they were able to get the 20-point win. Now they're behind the 8 ball here. Darius Miller can't help matters there with the missed field goal. Loose balls recollected by London. 30 seconds left here in the third. Exum going inside. Lays it up and in. And that's an 11-point lead. That's the largest for London. They've been up by 9, I think, at a point. But Mexico City was really threatening here for much of the third quarter. Got to as close as 2. And now here's London running off with it to close out the quarter. Outside Smart. Closes the gap with a 3. That one was pure. So 14 points for Marcus Smart. Here's London, gets it off to Mirotic. Fadeaway Dirk-style jumper is good. And that's how we'll close out the half. London up by 10, looking to put it away and get their first win of the season. Final quarter of play here from London. The 0-3 Bulldogs on pace to get their first win of the season, and what better place to get it at than on your home soil. Ball inbounded here to Exum to start off the quarter. Guarded by Jose Calderon. Going to have to get out of the backcourt. Quickly gets it to Mirotic. He'll get it back, and London will try to set something up. Not a lot of time on the shot clock, though. Exum finds his way inside, lays it up, and going to have to head back to the line to draw his points. Bulldogs have really been learning as they have gone along. Got blown out by 40 to start off the season, which has skewed their numbers, their statistical numbers, quite a bit. But they've been building off of that. The next week, they only lost by 2 to Lehigh Valley. Last week, falling by 7 to Kansas City. Stuart Gibbs has been messing around with the lineups, and he finally realized here as we head into the interconference portion of the season schedule what he wants out of his team, who he wants in which positions. And it seems like that might be paying off here tonight. Oh, what a block. I believe that was Darius Miller. Mexico City not going to go down easy here. Jeremy Lamb, straightaway 3. Puts the deficit back at single digits. It's actually pretty interesting that even with the additions of Lamb and Brown, that one just sails out of bounds. I suppose that was for Freeland. Of Shannon Brown and Jeremy Lamb to Mexico City's roster, that Mexico City, all things considered, still struggling to score. Now, with the slow pace that Alaska plays, you don't know how many points at an average pace Mexico City would have scored. They only scored 91, though, in that victory last week. But it still seems like the offense isn't quite there. But they have been great in their 2-1 season so far with really grinding things out. As they themselves have really tried to figure things out as they've gone along. They just happen to be on the upper side of the ledger. Here's Azubuike for 3. He'll miss it. Rebound by Ayon. 8-point game here. A little over 10 minutes left in the fourth. London trying to hang on for their first win of the season. But Mexico City not going away. At least not yet. Lamb knocks down another 3. Back within 5 now. Seven of 20 from the outside. Azubuike driving the lane. Can't draw the foul. Can't get the basket. Freeland able to at least get the foul there. And And he'll get Jeremy Lamb's first foul with 9:50 left in the fourth. First shot goes in for Freeland. Freeland, a member of the Great Britain basketball team, as is Luol Deng, but the Great Britain basketball team in a bit of trouble. The government cutting spending on a lot of the national athletic teams. Basketball, men's basketball being one of them. So even after getting that automatic host slot in the 2012 Olympics, the future of Great Britain basketball might just be in jeopardy. Calderon loses the ball, quickly scooped up by Bledsoe. Here come the Bulldogs on the run. Bounce pass ahead to Deng. He'll force it up off the contact and miss, and Calderon redeems himself with a rebound. First turnover of the game, though, for Jose. Just a slight misstep. Behind the back pass, Garcia can't finish. Rebound by Deng. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He got a chance to start at shooting guard in a game. So I think he only got 8 points in that game. Mirotic, foul trouble and all, has 24 points. And London up by 8. Here's Calderon by himself for 3. Usually a bad idea. London lucks out on that one. Not so much for Scola, as that's Freeland's second, which Mirotic lucked out on, because if that was a foul on him, he would have really been in trouble. Parsons will come into the game, and Scola has a chance to close the gap back to 5. Misses off the backboard, collected by Mirotic. Here's London pulling it ahead, and Parsons tried to force it to Bledsoe, got past Bledsoe, and that's back to Mexico City. And Parsons right back out of the game. I'm thinking that's more so for tactical reasons than for that turnover. Deng back in the game after a quick breather. Calderon tries to get past Bledsoe. Puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Mirotic. Man, look at that rebounding advantage. That is something we have not seen all season with London. Jumper goes up, missed. Put back is good by Luol Deng. So we haven't seen 20-point Luol Deng, but we've seen tenacious rebounder Luol Deng. We've seen tough defender Luol Deng. So it hasn't been a total loss, and London's still up by a nice margin, though Mexico City's trying to close it. Scola able to knock down the jumper from just outside the paint. Scola has yet to miss in this game. But some good ball denial from London has kept Mexico City from exploiting that more often. Freeland underneath, can't finish. 6-point game. Calderon in the corner. Tried to get it to Scola. And that's the very reason, even though Scola's 8 of 8, they can't get to him every time. Otherwise, this will probably be a completely different ball game. Freeland down low, facing up Davies. Goes up, draws the foul. So that's the second on Brandon Davies, and Freeland is back to the line. He's been aggressive today. First shot clinks out. 6:19 left in the fourth quarter. Second shot is good. So 1 of 2 from the line. 83-76, 6:12 left in the final quarter of play. Do the Guerreros have one more run in them? Smart going inside, lays it up and in over Deng. Smart finding his footing here in the second half. Deng kicks it over. Azubuike, long 2. Back up to a 7-point game. Under 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Ball works around. Garcia in the corner for 3. Mexico City not going away at all. Four-point margin. Fans getting into it. They want London to get their first win here at home. Bledsoe pulls up, misses off the back rim. Pulled down by Garcia. Here come the Guerreros. Here's Rubio, double teamed, works it back. Garcia for 3. He got it. Mexico City within 1 with 4:40 on the clock. Mexico City today has really been living and dying by the 3, and that didn't work for them at all for the first 3 quarters. But it's coming through in the clutch here. 1-point game. London needs a score if they want to stay up. Can't get it. Here comes the Guerreros. Opportunity to take the lead. 2 of 11 for Kelenna Azubuike. Though he's really been the only shooting guard to produce anything all season. Garcia way outside. He's going to force this one up. And that does not go. Garcia not making the wise decision down the stretch there. He hung on to the ball. Finally saw the clock. Literally threw it up. Just not wise when your team's down by 1 late in the game. We'll see if London can take advantage. If Garcia will have a chance to redeem himself. Here's Mirotic. Bledsoe goes up, missing, rebound by Smart. Ball lost and stolen finally on the second opportunity. Mirotic making a run for it, tries to hand it off Bledsoe. That's deflected right into the Guerreros' hands. And Rubio knocks down the jumper to give Mexico City the lead. First one of the game, if I'm not mistaken. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter, and Stuart Gibbs calling timeout. Bulldogs have bent, but they haven't broken until just now. Looking ahead, Mexico City will be hosting Omaha next week, while London will be at Las Vegas next Sunday. 3:02 left in the fourth. London, gives away the ball out the timeout. It's been a rough fourth quarter. Mexico City has been threatening all game, but they finally get control here, up by 1 with under 3 minutes left in regulation. London just looking for their first win of the season, but Mexico City trying to get control in the West. Ayon goes up. Can't score, but he'll draw the foul and go to the line for 2. That's Freeland's third. Ayon knocks down the first shot, went 0 of 2 in his first 2 free throw attempts of the season last week, averaging 11.3 rebounds a game, 6 points. He was slowly been scoring more, 4 in week 1, 6 in week 2, 8 in week 3, and he misses the second free throw. So Mirotic with another double-double off the Ayon miss. And Azubuike goes up and draws the foul. So Marcus Smart with his third foul. Kelenna Azubuike has struggled from the field today in his second start. Only 4 points. But he's going to need 2 crucial ones for his team to tie it up. Makes the first. Yeah, 13 in game 1, 16 in his start in game 2. And a healthy scratch last week, but today has not been his day as he gets the second free throw. Ties the game at 87. 2:30 left in regulation. The only overtime game so far this season Mexico City participated in. They fell to Seattle in that one, 99-94. Rubio inside against Bledsoe. The hook shot in the post, no good. London with the opportunity to take the lead back. Bledsoe's going to attack. Finger roll. Layup is good. Exactly 2 minutes left in the fourth. And London is back up by 2. Mexico City comes out of the timeout down by 2 points. They just had the lead. They're going to look to either tie or take that lead back down by 2 with 2 minutes left in regulation. This one's going to come down to the wire, folks. Glad you could join us. Mexico City trying to run something. Rubio working off the Scola screen. Finds Smart open and can't tie the game. Scola goes up. That's blocked by Mirotic. And able to get the third chance opportunity. So the Guerreros more aggressive from the field. 7 more shots, and that's worked out for them now as they are tied up at 89. 142 left in the fourth. Deng inbounds it to Bledsoe. Tie game, gets it out to Mirotic. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe going to try again. Inside against Rubio. Struggling with the ball, but he's able to grind it in. And London gets the lead back. Up by 2, 91-89. 120 left in the fourth. How will Mexico City respond? Rubio going head on, hands it off Scola. Back to Rubio, open, blocked by Bledsoe. And London has the chance to go ahead by 4. 1 minute left in the fourth. If the Bulldogs want this first win of the season, they're going to have to work for it. Here's Azubuike to Bledsoe. Bledsoe going inside, open in the lane, can't finish. Rebound by Smart. Here comes Mexico City up the floor. Smart goes forward, can't finish. He can't finish the layup that would have tied the game. And Bledsoe goes in and lays it in with 34.9 on the clock. Smart kicking himself. At least mentally, he has to bring it up the floor, has to focus here. Still a chance for Mexico City, and there it is. Garcia knocking down the long 2. Full court press here out of the Guerreros. Inbound to Bledsoe, and they're going to have to intentionally foul. That'll automatically put London in the bonus, so here's Bledsoe at the line. "26 seconds left. 2 made free throws could put it away for London's first win of the season. Got the first. Second free throw goes up, just as good. 95-91, London is up. Improbable, but not impossible for Mexico City. We hope you've liked this game. If you've liked this game, hit the like button. And if you want to see more action like this, because there's definitely plenty more as we head further into the season, be sure to subscribe here to the Coliseum Sports Network. 26 seconds remaining. Mexico City going to need to work hard and work fast down the stretch. Rubio's going to go inside. This is good here. Lays it up and in. Probably going to need a quick foul. Maybe play some tight D. They're just going to go for the quick foul. And they're going to put it on Kelenna Azubuike, who struggled from the field all game. Smart with his 4th. Azubuike at the line, and now it's his turn. He has to try to close things out here for London. Will he struggle from the line as he did from the field today? Oh, bounces around and in. Here's the second one. That one, a little cleaner into the basket, swishing through the rim. This one may be out of reach, but Rubio puts up the 3, can't knock it down. And that should pretty much do it as long as Bledsoe can knock down the free throws here with 8.7 left here in the fourth quarter. So if the lead holds here, Mexico City will fall to 2-2, but they'll hold the tiebreaker over Las Vegas due to that win in week 2, 94-87. London, on the other hand, they will move to 1-3, though they will still be last in the Eastern Conference. But they'll have a W to their name, and that is what the London crowd is excited about. Here's Garcia, three-pointer in and out. Smart with the offensive board. That one sailing into the backcourt, and that's how we will end it. And London coming out with their first win of the season, 99-93, and they will take the one game of this international series here in CBL 2015. Glad that you could join us for such a good game. I'm Raymond Sims. Have a good one.